afternoon, everyone. Nowadays, many companies would like to implement machine learning or artificial intelligence into their daily operations. High level of automation, process optimization, accurate predictions. All these aspects make machine learning and artificial intelligence must-haves for every ambitious company. However, the problem is that many of them struggle to understand what machine learning and artificial intelligence are and what are the potential use cases. My name is Jacek Wisiński. I'm an analytical consultant at Google Poland, helping Polish customers to grow their business with Google products. And today, I'm going to explain you in details what these terms are all about. But before we start, let's solve a short puzzle that I've prepared for you. So what we can see here, it could be a part of financial spreadsheet, someone's bankroll statement, a part of number PI digits. But let's imagine that this is a user data. And I'm not a wizard, but what I can see here, deep user understanding, predictions, website personalization. How can I see that? I see the potential application of machine learning and artificial technology. So today I will go step by step with you and tell you how you can apply that to any business. But before we start, let's see what is the simplest example of machine learning. So let's look into the typical problem of image recognition. So imagine that we have a huge amount of data collected already, and we would like to build up a model that is able to recognize either this is a dog or cat. So the machine learning process consists of two phases. First of them is training. So in that phase, we have to provide our model with as many examples as possible, considering their right accuracy. So we do several iterations. We don't have to write any rules. We just leave the system to its own devices, and it's learned automatically. So after several iterations of assessing whether the assumption is right or not correct, we are able to provide a model with a brand new picture that it hasn't seen before. And right after that, looking at this example, it can recognize this is a dog, looking at the color, shape, and all the other signals that are coming from the picture. And this is machine learning. This is the power of it. So we don't have to teach system model with the rules what is relevant and what is not relevant. System can do it by itself. But it wouldn't be that attractive if it would be just image recognition and dog or cat. Just be serious. So there are a bunch of different solutions and different applications, and machine learning is really good at doing the four of them. Classification. So this is the example that I've already described, so dog and cat. But let's imagine that you can classify your customers, whether this is a high-value customer or low-value customer. So this is what machine learning can do for you. Secondly, predictions. I really like YouTube as an application which can predict what is the next video that user is likely to watch. For example, I am a car enthusiast, so there is a high likelihood that next BMW brutal acceleration video will be watched by me. Generation. So machine learning can also generate completely new items, new things, like here with the drawing. So we just start drawing and the rest is done by the machine learning. And last but not least, understanding. So artificial intelligence can also transfer voice to text and recognize what we are saying. This opens a completely new sphere of the business for anyone. So why now? Why we talk about that so much nowadays? The thing is with the rules, this is what I've mentioned before. So right now, we don't have to write specific rules. This was the past. But now we just leave system to recognize the patterns, to recognize the right ways to do the initial operations. So that's the biggest shift that has happened recently. So it seems simple, but what is difficult? The challenges, like here. So we challenge models with new pictures, new situations that are not so much easy to detect. Second thing, Kentucky Fried Chicken or a dog. Tom Hanks or Bill Murray. So that's the challenge. But why now? Again, why now? Why now we talk constantly and everyone talks about machine learning and artificial intelligence? There are three things. First of them is algorithms. So they were in place since 80s. But recent findings, recent discoveries in that field enabled all data scientists, data analysts to apply machine learning quite easily. Second thing is data. So we are able to accumulate a huge amount of data and do it properly. And last but not least, computing power. All these solutions like cloud technologies enable us to use technology in the right moment, to use computing power in exactly the moment we want to do the operations. And I would like to explain you the machine learning applications with Google products. So this is a landscape of Google products, and almost in every single product, we have machine learning applied. So you see many of them you use on a daily basis, and sometimes you are not even aware that you are using products that have machine learning and artificial intelligence on top. Gmail Smart Reply. So Gmail is a solution that every one of us uses on daily basis, either to private operations or to business reasons. But Google Smart Reply is a solution that can analyze the information that is sent to you and propose you several answers. And the number of messages sent with Smart Reply accounts for 12% of all the responses sent on smartphones. Next example is speech recognition. So this is the understanding part. So in Google search, user can talk to the phone and voice will be recognized and transferred into text. So it also becomes more user-friendly. Currently, 20% of mobile searches are voice searches. Google Translate. I really like this example. So in any place in the world, you can use, first of all, image recognition. So use your camera to recognize the picture, and later on, translate the text that is, for example, on a sign. Google Photos, great example of classification problem. So here we can recognize, system can recognize pictures, people, and make your research of the photos more actionable. Google Trips, the great solution for travel industry. So this is a one-stop shop for all travelers where you can find flight information, you can book a hotel, you can find sightseeing info. So it's also with applied machine learning on top. But how travel industry can benefit from AI? And let's get down now to the exact applications. Recommend the system. So let's imagine that we have two customers, two users. One is Jane. Jane is a frequent traveler. He usually likes to book hotels in Scandinavian style. So what machine learning can do? It can provide Jane, every time she starts searches, with Scandinavian hotel And that is personalized content. So for example, on a website, instead of doing the research from scratch, she will get the personalized result. Max. Max is a business traveler. He's usually very busy. But in the meantime, sometimes he gets some extra time, extra spare time, and he can do some walking around, hanging around the city. So we also can react in real time and send him notification with information for the visit. So that's the real-time suggestions. And what it results in? It results in better customer experience. Predictions. So knowing that there are a lot of factors that have big influence on the final price that user pays, systems can find hidden patterns that influences ticket price and things like that. So basically, we can leave system to do the research and to provide user with best experience. So we help our customer to get the most of our services and products. So it also builds the trust, strengthens the bond between us and the customer. Last but not least, chatbots. So this is a solution that helps users and companies to save time and also save costs. Why? Because we can ask chatbot, when is the next flight to Paris? They will answer, looking through the database, automatically the answer will be sent. Or, what can I do for $300 this weekend? So everything is done automatically. What it means? It means that for company, this is a big maintenance saving, meaning 24-hour customer support. So how to be ready for artificial intelligence? Because all this seems to be really attractive and really comprehensible, but how to be ready for the AI? So the first thing is to know what problem you would like to solve with machine learning and how it can help you. Because the worst thing is to say, I would like to have machine learning or artificial intelligence in place in my company. So first of all, define the problem, think if machine learning can help you to solve that. This is a great example of what sentence you should think of while looking for the problem that you are currently facing. So if your competitors will incorporate machine learning, what it means for you? What would it mean for you? Next step is data. So the huge power of data, meaning that we have to collect data properly. We have to collect good quality data. We have to prepare the pipelines so that we know that this data will not be wasted, will be accumulated, and this will be a good data sets for machine learning training. And last but not least, using the suitable machine learning model. So this means having a really good data science team, having people who can make good decisions, people who will know what they are doing, because there are predefined models available, so you don't have to prepare the one on your own. But the thing is to understand what you really need and what problem it will solve. So to sum up the process, so first of all, you have to have a clear business purpose. You have to know what you want to solve. You have to define the problem. Later on, you need to collect data. This should be done even earlier, because the more data you accumulate, the more accurate results it should give. And last thing, data science team. The models that you will use must be well trained and have the good accuracy for your business. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.